Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into Rogue Waves by Jonathan Brill. Published in 2021, this book serves as a guidebook for steering your company through the stormy seas of drastic change. Drawing from real-world business scenarios, Brill shares invaluable, actionable advice to ensure your company not only stays afloat, but continues to prosper even in turbulent times. As an author, Brill brings to the table decades of experience as an entrepreneur and Fortune 50 tech executive, as well as his work as a managing partner of innovation consultancies that developed over 350 products for clients like Samsung, Microsoft, and Verizon. Currently, Brill is the managing director of Resilient Growth Partners and contributes to leading publications including Forbes and the Harvard Business Review. Rogue Waves is essential reading for business leaders who refuse to leave their future up to mere chance. It's a must-read for executives aiming to foster a culture of innovation in their organizations, as well as anyone who seeks to understand the undercurrents that drive modern civilization. Join us as we navigate the waves of Brill's extensive knowledge and experience in this episode of 20-Minute Books. Rogue Waves, future-proof your business to survive and profit from radical change. Introduction. Uncover the secrets to riding the wave of business upheaval. Imagine being a seafarer, trapped in the midst of a tempestuous sea, as towering rogue waves loom in the horizon. Unpredictable and destructive, these 100-foot giants of the ocean symbolize unexpected crises, capable of capsizing even the sturdiest ships. You might wonder, what does this maritime phenomenon have to do with your business? Surprisingly, a lot. Your business, regardless of industry, will inevitably face rogue waves of its own, unexpected events capable of derailing your progress, if not sinking your venture entirely. As we dive into this discussion, we will explore why the humble kayak holds the secrets to navigating a stormy business landscape, how fostering a culture of innovation can safeguard your enterprise against future crises, and the fatal errors that can doom your business, and how to avoid them. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a thrilling journey through the tumultuous seas of business strategy and survival tactics. Part 1. Steer your business through the looming rogue waves of disruption. Imagine you're enjoying a serene voyage in the heart of the ocean, basking under the warm sunshine against a backdrop of clear blue skies. Suddenly, a monstrous 100-foot wave looms on the horizon, threatening to shatter your tranquility. Yes, you heard that right. A wave as high as a 10-story building. This is not a hyperbole from a dramatic movie script, but a real-life phenomenon found in the depths of the sea, the infamous rogue wave. These giants crop up about every 10 hours in the North Sea, leaving a path of destruction in their wake and sending chills down the spine of even the bravest mariners. Now, shift this picture from the deep blue sea to the business landscape. The correlation might seem strange, but it's not. Businesses, too, face their own rogue waves, unexpected, disruptive events that can bring down even the most stalwart corporations. Here's a vital takeaway for you. No business is immune from these rogue waves, and resilience is the key to survival. In today's dynamic business landscape, marked by economic upheavals, rapid technology advancements, and social, political tectonic shifts, rogue waves are more frequent and fierce. Everything may seem smooth, sailing until an unforeseen event sends shockwaves through your enterprise. It could be a sudden crash in cryptocurrency, diminishing your share's value overnight, perhaps artificial intelligence altering the conventional workflow, or even a global pandemic forcing countless businesses to close their doors abruptly. While navigating through rogue waves isn't explicitly mentioned in a corporate job description, it's an inherent aspect of any business role. Relying on obsolete strategies designed for calmer times is akin to sailing in a rogue wave-prone sea with an outdated map. Such approaches operate under the pretense that reducing risks is the key to achieving consistent growth. However, the rise of rogue waves calls for a paradigm shift in our thinking. In the current era, disruptive changes are inevitable. To weather these tumultuous times and even leverage them for growth, businesses need to adopt risk, fostering a resilient mindset and focusing on continual innovation. Only then can they not just survive but thrive amidst the chaos. Are you geared up to navigate through the rogue waves of your business landscape? If so, let's plunge headfirst into this enlightening journey. Part 2. Arm your business with foresight to anticipate the looming rogue waves. The mere thought of a rogue wave might invoke a sense of unpredictable chaos. But can businesses actually brace themselves for such unforeseen adversities? The comforting answer is a resounding yes. Contrary to what you might believe, the seemingly spontaneous rogue waves are not arbitrary entities born out of nowhere. Their terrifying magnitude is the result of smaller waves clashing into one another, suggesting a certain predictability behind the unexpected. Here's a key insight for you. Businesses that invest in thorough research can anticipate the arrival of rogue waves. Much like the marine rogue waves, their business counterparts are born out of a series of social, economic, and technological tremors building up beneath the surface. As oceanographers have begun to understand and predict rogue waves, so can business leaders anticipate industry disruptions with a keen eye and a comprehensive understanding of the undercurrent shaping the business landscape. Take, for instance, the COVID-19 crisis, an economic rogue wave of unprecedented proportions. To many, it was an out-of-the-blue disaster, yet the data suggests otherwise. Several small waves were gradually building up, waiting to collide. The rise of international air travel meant a virus could spread across continents in no time. Increasing mobility challenges made instant quarantining next to impossible. The high rate of urbanization set the stage for rapid intra-city transmission, while the growing population of older people presented a vulnerable demographic. Each of these factors was a small wave in itself, easy to overlook individually. However, they collectively converged in early 2020, creating the gigantic rogue wave we now know as the COVID-19 pandemic. The immediate impact on businesses worldwide was staggering. While some companies like Amazon and Zoom saw a sharp rise in demand, others struggled to keep their doors open in the drastically altered business environment. The signs were there, waiting to be deciphered, yet very few enterprises managed to assemble the pieces of this complex puzzle in time. Of the top 10 largest publicly traded companies in America, only two, Apple and CVS Health, had identified a potential pandemic as a risk in their SEC filings. Their diligent research enabled them to foresee the looming rogue wave and prepare accordingly, offering valuable lessons for businesses across the globe. Part 3. Choose your vessel wisely to withstand turbulent business waves. Imagine being caught in the vicious jaws of a rogue wave. What vessel would you prefer to steer through this crisis? A colossal cruise ship or a seemingly fragile kayak? Your instincts might gravitate towards the grandeur of the cruise ship, fortified with robust metal, designed specifically to cut through the roughest seas. The modest kayak, on the other hand, appears alarmingly insignificant with its plastic build, especially when juxtaposed with the intimidating rogue wave. But wait, let's throw a twist into the tale. Your vessel is now engulfed by a towering wave, flipped upside down and thrashing amidst the turbulent sea. Which one is easier to right again? Spoiler, it's not the massive cruise ship, and therein lies a valuable lesson. The key idea here is the right vessel can carry you safely across even the stormiest seas. Don't let the modest appearance of the kayak deceive you. It may be small, but it is mighty. With its nimble maneuverability and built-in resilience, it quickly recovers even after capsizing, a feat the Titanic cruise ship might fail to achieve. Just like any ship in the sea can fall prey to rogue waves, any business can face disruptive events. The secret to thriving in these stormy waters is to emulate the kayak, display agility and resilience, prepare for the inevitable rogue wave, and build a resilient infrastructure that can withstand the upheaval. Here's how you can transform your business into a hardy kayak. Start with shifting your mindset. Instead of nurturing the delusion of an invincible ship, accept the likelihood of your business capsizing someday. Be proactive in spotting the simmering undercurrents. This requires widening your scope and integrating multiple perspectives to build a broad, comprehensive picture of potential risks and pinpointing opportunities for innovation. For instance, an operational hitch that a CEO might overlook could be glaringly obvious to a ground-level executive. Likewise, a CTO and an HR executive might identify different challenges and provide unique insights to address them, contributing to strategic improvement. This change demands the dismantling of rigid corporate silos to foster a collaborative culture that celebrates critical thinking and constructive critique. Encourage a what-if mindset. What if our products are rendered redundant by automation? What if remote work becomes the default? What implications would these scenarios have for our business? And more critically, how can we insulate our organization against all possibilities? Actively tracking these undercurrents and constantly refining your business approach will enhance your resilience when rogue waves strike. Remember, like the kayak amidst stormy seas, this resilience could be the difference between sinking and staying afloat. Part 4. Embrace risk modeling for a more resilient future. Ever wondered about the secret behind predicting potential risks and preparing for them? The answer lies in risk modeling, an analytical process that allows businesses to predict the likelihood of a certain event and estimate its possible impact. To get a clearer idea of the power of risk modeling, let's take a closer look at one of the global giants of online retail, Amazon. Interestingly, amidst the economic chaos triggered by COVID-19, Amazon emerged as a flourishing victor, recording an unprecedented surge in its profits. Unlike other online retailers who buckled under the crushing demand, Amazon smoothly sailed through the rogue wave. If you're thinking this happened by sheer coincidence, think again. A quick scan through Amazon's hiring patterns reveals their tactical strategy. They employ more PhD economists than any other private corporation in the United States. Their primary task? Modeling potential futures. So, here's an important takeaway for you. Embrace risk modeling in your business practice. While it may seem as if Amazon had a pre-designed strategy for a pandemic like COVID-19, that's not exactly true. They didn't have a pandemic playbook. Yet, they were quick on their feet, catering to the skyrocketing demand by hiring 175,000 additional workers in just 90 days. So, what's the secret behind their exemplary agility? Their ability to anticipate potential threats and create a business structure that could withstand rogue waves. Amazon might not have prepared specifically for COVID-19, but their team of economists developed a systems model to envisage potential scenarios. By running simulations, they predicted actionable steps to manage a sudden increase in demand and scale up their operations without straining their infrastructure. The advent of the pandemic provided the real-time test of their models, and they passed with flying colors, highlighting the value of preemptive risk modeling. Bear in mind your business may not face a challenge as colossal as hiring 175,000 employees in a matter of 90 days. However, no matter the scale of your challenge, risk modeling can assist you in visualizing potential futures and formulate strategies to tackle different scenarios. In essence, risk modeling may not turn you into a fortune teller, but it can certainly offer actionable strategies for when disaster strikes. These strategies can not only help you survive the chaos, but also turn adversity into a profitable venture for years to come. Part 5. Boost your business resilience with incentivized innovation. Wondering how to supercharge your business's resilience? Start fostering a culture of continuous innovation. If you find this easier said than done, perhaps a few pointers from renowned entrepreneur and computer scientist Astro Teller could prove helpful. Astro is at the helm of innovation at X, an advanced research lab under Alphabet, Google's parent company. Known for its path-breaking initiatives, Alphabet has grown into a trillion-dollar enterprise, with Astro contributing significantly to its soaring valuation. His secret recipe to this success? Encouraging his workforce to unleash their creativity, which has led Astro to accumulate an array of groundbreaking experiments. So, here's a golden nugget for you. Stimulate innovation throughout your organization. On an average workday, you'll find Astro immersed in exploring a spectrum of emerging technologies, from augmented reality and artificial intelligence to optical communication and renewable energy. Sure, most of his experiments may fail, but a handful are destined to succeed, and these few successful endeavors are worth billions. At X, innovation is guided by specific policies that cultivate a culture of calculated risk-taking. Astro sets the standard by urging employees to abandon projects that show signs of failure. In an astute move, X even offers bonuses to teams that are quick to cut their losses. This approach of valuing progress over pride enables employees to effortlessly switch to new ideas when old ones seem unpromising, ensuring X's profits while encouraging efficient experimentation. Many companies shy away from experimentation, fearing the potential drain on their resources without any guaranteed returns. But standing still can prove costlier than taking a calculated risk, as even small investments can yield disproportionate returns. As an example, consider Queen Isabella of Spain's decision in 1492 to fund Christopher Columbus's groundbreaking voyage. Accounting for inflation, the initial investment was under $5 million, an insignificant sum for a nation-state. In comparison, a modern lunar mission costs around $28 billion. Queen Isabella's prescient insight that the potential benefits of sponsoring Columbus's voyage outweighed the potential losses serves as a pertinent lesson for contemporary businesses. Instead of fretting over the cost of an experiment, consider how much it could contribute to the fulfillment of your goals. Studies have consistently drawn a robust correlation between heightened experimentation and long-term performance, underlining that continuous innovation is one of the most reliable ways to insulate your organization against rogue waves. Promote a work environment that encourages employees to spot opportunities for growth, rewards risk-taking through corporate policy, sponsors promising experiments, and adjusts focus when a project ceases to show progress. Part 6. Check your ego at the door. Humility is your best lifeboat. Now that you've learned the ropes of navigating stormy seas, let's turn our attention to a legendary tale that showcases a pitfall to sidestep. Turn the clock back to a frigid night in 1912. The Titanic had just rammed headlong into a colossal iceberg, yet Captain John Edward Smith, shrouded in overconfidence, was convinced he commanded an indestructible ship. The crew's complacency transcended the boundaries of mere negligence. They were assured of their invincibility. Unsurprisingly, there was a dearth of lifeboats for the passengers. Worse still, many lifeboats that were launched were underfilled, while others never saw the light of day. Let's embrace this critical learning. Arrogance can lead to your downfall, but humility is your lifeline. The tragic climax of the Titanic's ill-fated journey is well known. 2/3 of the people on board lost their lives that night. Captain Smith's overconfidence is a stark reminder that a career isn't characterized by periods of uneventful sailing. It's defined by how you respond in times of crisis. As a leader, it's crucial to remember that no ship is truly unsinkable. You bear an immense responsibility to shield your business and its stakeholders from potential disasters, and nothing spells failure more certainly than the lack of adequate preparation. Now, let's time travel to the summer of 1994 for a distinct narrative. The creative team at Pixar had just completed their inaugural feature film, Toy Story, and found themselves pondering their next steps while sitting around a cafe table in Northern California. Motivated by humility rather than arrogance, the Pixar team acknowledged that not every concept they devised would strike gold. The goal of this gathering was to construct a reserve of lifeboats, projects that could bail them out if any future movie concept tanked. In the course of this singular meeting, The basic plots for 4 films were doodled on napkins: A Bug's Life, Finding Nemo, Monsters, Inc., and Wall-E. Sound familiar? That's because these lifeboats turned into worldwide blockbusters. For the cost of a meal at a Californian cafe, Pixar armed themselves against a series of potential rogue waves, leading to a payoff that was nothing short of phenomenal. Final summary. The essential insight to glean from this is that even the most successful businesses can fall victim to rogue waves. However, by vigilantly observing for early warning signals, engaging in proactive risk analysis, fostering an environment that encourages perpetual innovation, prioritizing resilience, and replacing overconfidence with humility, your organization can enhance its chances of navigating turbulent waters successfully. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.